common problem that people face when dieting is attending events like parties, weddings, or outings with friends, where they eat at a restaurant. They often struggle with calculating the calories and macros in the food they eat. Some think that since they cannot know the exact calories, they might as well go all out, break their diet, and start fresh the following week. This mindset can lead to months passing by without progress, resulting in frustration, quitting the diet and workout routine, and staying stuck in the same cycle for years without achieving any results. In today's video, I am sharing my top tips on how to effectively track your macros when eating out, whether you are dining at a restaurant or attending party. This way you can stay on track with your progress and achieve your fitness and physique goals without sacrificing your social life. So, let's get started. Let's first dive into why tracking your macros when eating out is so important, whether your goal is to lose weight, build muscle, or maintain your current physique. Staying aligned with your nutrition plan is essential for making progress. When dining at a restaurant or grabbing food on the go, it is easy to underestimate how much you are actually consuming. A meal that looks healthy could be packed with hidden fats, sugars, or extra carbs that can throw off your daily and weekly intake. Remember, your body responds to your total caloric intake over the course of a week, not just one day. For example, if your goal is fat loss and you have been maintaining a calorie deficit throughout the week, one untracked high-calorie meal can undo a lot of your hard work. This might leave you wondering why you are not seeing progress, even though you are following your plan 100% the rest of the week. By tracking your macros, you ensure that you are staying on track with your goals, even if you are not cooking at home. This allows you to maintain control over your nutrition and to continue making progress, regardless of the situation. Additionally, tracking your food when eating out helps build a solid understanding of nutrition, allowing you to make better, more informed choices in the future. Now that we have covered why it's important to track your macros when eating out, let's dive into exactly how you can do it step by step in any situation. So the first thing you have to do to plan your meal ahead of time. By planning your meal in advance, you eliminate the stress of making last-minute decisions at the table. You will already know what fits into your macros for the day, making the dining experience much more enjoyable. So, the first thing you have to do before even you leave the house, take a few minutes to look up the restaurant's menu online before heading out. Many of restaurants, especially chains, provide detailed nutritional information for their dishes, making it much easier to plan your meal ahead of time. Once you made a smart choice for the meal, use macro tracking apps. Tools like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer are super handy for this. You can search for specific restaurant items or even scan barcodes if they are available. This way you will get a breakdown of the macros in the meal you are planning to order. If you are eating at a chain restaurant, you can often find the exact macro breakdown for their popular dishes right within these apps. This allows you to log your meal even before you arrive at the restaurant. Of course, the macro breakdown may not be 100% accurate, but even if it is slightly off, it is better than not tracking at all. So, what should you do if you cannot find a breakdown of the meals on the menu online? In this case, you can use few strategies to stay on track. You can still make educated guesses and use your macro tracking app effectively. Instead of trying to track the entire meal as a one item, break it down into individual components. For example, if you are ordering a burger meal, you can track the burger patty, bun, dressing, cheese, and any other toppings separately. Then add the side items like fries and drinks individually. Apps like MyFitnessPal and the Chronometer have large databases of common ingredients and meals, which can help you estimate the macros for each part of the meal. Another option, if you cannot find the meal in the app you are using, is to simply type in the Google search bar how many calories in and write the name of the meal, and you will easily find the answer. And now, what if you find multiple calorie values for the same ingredient? Which one should you choose? When faced with this situation, a good rule of thumb is to choose the highest value to err on the side of caution. For example, if you are looking a 150 gram beef burger without the bun and you see three options, 300 calories, 350 calories, and 400 calories, then choose the 400 calories. You can apply the same method for all other items in your meal. Don't forget also to look extras like dressings and oils, as these can add significant calories to your meal. Generally, tracking this meal should not take more than 2 minutes of your time, so don't think of it as a heavy task that requires hours of research. Before we move on to the next point, if you find value in this video, please like and subscribe to the channel to support it on YouTube. So now, what if you can't plan your meal before going to a restaurant? As sometimes you may find yourself in situations where planning your meal in advance isn't possible, like being invited to a birthday party where you don't know what will be served. In such cases, you can rely on visual cues. If you have been tracking for a while, you likely have a good understanding of portion sizes and can estimate them by sight. Simply eyeball the portion sizes and log them in your tracking app as accurately as possible using the previous discussed methods. Is doing that 100% accurate? Of course not. But let me ask you, is it better to be 70% accurate or they decide not to track at all and justify a binge because you couldn't track the meal perfectly? Done is better than perfect. Doing something even if it is not 100% is far better than doing nothing at all. The final point is to reflect on your choices. Take a moment to reflect on what worked well and what you might change next time. This self-assessment will help improve your decision-making for future outings. If you went over your macros, don't stress. Use it as a learning experience to make better choices in the future. And remember to stay consistent. Consistency is key. The more you practice tracking and planning, the easier and more natural it will become. This covers the main strategies for staying on track with your nutrition goals, even when eating out. And now, if you want to learn more about common cheat meal myths, their pros and cons, when it is useful to incorporate them in your diet, and how to plan and structure them to keep progressing toward your physique goals, click on this video.